but this is why we love the Championship. Anyone can beat anyone on their given day. That was a surprise result for me. When you look at Sheffield United, with the experience of being in the Premier League recently, you think it's a great opportunity now to really make a statement.
So 1 point separating each of the three teams sitting in those top three spots, and Burnley finding themselves in first place on 84 points. The top of the table, you guys, has already changed 26 times now this season. That is 7 more times than all of last season. And now it begs the question, what is going to happen the rest of the way? We only have, 6 match days remaining now in the Championship. If you're a team like Burnley, you're feeling real good. You haven't lost a game in 27. And if you're a team like Leeds, you're like, what's going on? We have 1 win in our last 6. So, Mike, how do you see this thing shaking out?
Oh, we had talked a lot about missed opportunities for Leeds United, but this is a massive missed opportunity for Chris Wilder's side, Nige, because they looked imperious and they were finding ways to win. But today, it just looked like, from a mentality standpoint, you had asked us about if that's going to get to you as a group of players. And today, they looked a bit overcome by the opportunity to get there. Let's not forget that they don't have a great record against the other two in the Championship this season. And they still have Burnley in a massive match that could be the difference. This result here, if they don't gain automatic promotion, this will be the result that we look back on and say, they didn't do it.
Yeah, they let themselves down today. It was right there for them. It was there for the taking. But at the same time, we've got to give credit to Oxford. We say about the EFL, the Championship, I just have to say, are you not entertained? Like, when you look at that league there, it is just entertainment. It's football. It's what you want. Every game matters. There's no team in this league right now that's already thinking about their holiday. Every team still has a chance, whether you're looking at the bottom half of the table or the top half of the table. From 12th onwards to that 6th place race, it's still wide open. So it's so good. For me, disappointing by Sheffield United today. I thought that they'll get the job done. No disrespect to Oxford, but this is why we love the Championship. Anyone can beat anyone on their given day. That was a surprise result for me. When you look at Sheffield United, with the experience of being in the Premier League recently, you think it's a great opportunity now to really make a statement, to get to the top of the league, with Leeds dropping points. I just think that this roller coaster is just still going, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, for Oxford United, that win puts them now 4 points clear of the drop zone. And it really is, it's so fun to watch because it's so competitive for the teams competing to try and earn a top 2 finish. You then have the teams that are trying to finish in a promotion playoff position. And then you have the teams at the bottom trying to just avoid relegation. So there really is something to play for so many teams down the stretch, which is why you see a big team or a team that's had so much success this season like Sheffield United against Oxford United. On paper, that's a game they should win. But with how much Oxford United still have to play for, anything can happen. Going to be must-see TV the rest of the way. And we love to put you guys on the spot here on our shows. You know that. We love it. So we're going to have you all, as of today, pick your top 6, how you think on the final match day the top 6 is going to shake out. And Nige, you're going to take it away for us first. What do you got?
Well, I'd just like to make a declaration out to the people watching that I was forced to do this because I know about the craziness and the chaoticness of the Championship, but I was put under pressure by my producers and the great people at CBS doing my job. Anything can happen.
Yeah, please bury everyone in the back.
I went with the league to stay pretty much as it is there. I went with Burnley top, Sheffield United. I do believe that Leeds will probably drop off into the playoff spot, which will make it very exciting for us. Not great for Leeds in their record. Sunderland would still where they are. Coventry will be the one that get it done. Frank Lampard and his experience at Derby, he'll get Coventry back up there. Middlesbrough, I feel, are on the right flow and rhythm to finish 6th. I would say there are 2 teams that I would say are dark horses. One team we haven't shown a lot of love to, Bristol City, who have been fantastic this season and really exceeded expectations, is one team to keep an eye on. And also West Brom, another team that have the experience, I would say keep an eye on. They're my 2 teams that didn't make my top 6, but I would say they can go in there. But again, I was forced to do this.
Yeah, well, Bristol City didn't impress you enough because you don't have them finishing in your top 6, although they did move into 6.
I said keep an eye on them, though. I don't think we've given enough credit for the season that they've had, but I would say keep an eye on them.
Huge win for Bristol City today as they move into that final promotion playoff spot. Okay, Nigel, was that too hard for you?
It was hard. It was hard.
You did it.
I felt under pressure.
We're so proud of you. Good job, Nigel.
I was under pressure, but I still delivered.
Gold. No, well, we'll see on the last match day if you actually did deliver or not. Okay, who are your picks to or your pick to get out of the promotion playoff? Who do you think is going to be that 3rd team?
Oh, promotion playoff can go anywhere. Anyone can.
You don't even feel
comfortable. It doesn't matter about the size of the club. I'm not going to say who's going to go out of the promotion playoffs because experienced it twice. anyone can win the playoffs. That is the excitement of the playoffs. The playoffs is not a given. Anyone who's just started watching the championship now, if you truly want to be entertained, the playoff is so exciting where anyone can win it.
Well, history is not in favor of Leeds. If they were to finish in that third place spot, they have never advanced or moved up to the Premier League out of a promotion playoff. Okay, Lahoud, do you feel as strongly as Nigel does about doing these lists? Are you okay?
No one put pressure on me, and if you've ever watched any of our matchday coverage, I'm always willing to put myself out there. Sometimes it gets me into trouble. I hope this list does not get me into trouble.
You guys are talking like you're in a job interview or something.
Yeah,
the way you're talking about having to do these lists.
Leeds fans are why we're in a job interview.
So what do you got for us?
Look, I'm concerned about Leeds United. I'm concerned not just because of today's match, but it's becoming symptomatic. Goalkeeping is an issue for him. Ilham Meslier, what are you going to do? Put him back into sticks? It's what's gotten you in this position. But Burnley, they're the side that I think will gain automatic promotion. Burnley, they're rolling right now. They're finding ways to win, but don't give up on the Sheffield United side. I think because of what happened last time against Burnley, where they didn't get the right result, they will be highly motivated to just get maybe a draw and keep things within that gap. Leeds United will drop into the automatic, or out of the automatic promotion races into the playoff. Now this is where it gets interesting. Sunderland, they're locked in their fourth. I actually back Middlesbrough. They've won 5 out of the last 7. Michael Carrick has this side humming. Shout out to USMNT midfielder Aiden Morris, because he looks like a steady Eddie in there. But they're getting goals from all angles. And when you look at Coventry City, what they've done at home, they've struggled a bit away from home. And I just think they sneak in there, because I like what you say, Nigel, about Bristol City. They're excellent at home, but they have to play Leeds United, and I think that match at Ellen Road will be the difference of why they just miss out on the playoff.
So they're humming. Why are they not singing? If he's got Middlesbrough humming, when they're going to start singing?
Well, they're belting tunes. They're going to start singing when they get
humming is belting tunes.
They're humming. They're belting.
Right, okay.
Someone was enjoying some singing earlier on today. Nigel,
Yes.
you got a certain song stuck in your head. Do you want to treat the people to what you were singing for us?
ABBA.
All right, well, I don't know how the teams at the bottom of the table are feeling, if they're singing or what they're doing. They're just yelling, trying to do something to rally their squads to try and avoid the drop. So here's a look at where things stand at the bottom. Luton Town, they got that big draw today with Leeds. Plymouth were taking on Norwich and had a good performance, although I don't know what chance you guys give them, to escape the relegation zone. What do we make of this situation down here?
Listen, as exciting as it is in the top half, Ali, you've just said it, the bottom is just exciting. All those teams are still in it. There's not one team that's out of it. Still about, 7 games to go now in the league phase. It's going to be absolutely crazy. And I think that there's a lot of teams that can do it. One team I've got my eye on is Derby, because I have a personal bet on with my great friend Grella on Derby staying in the league, and there's an expensive bottle of wine on the line. So that's all I'm saying.
Are you as high on Derby County? Are you as high on Derby County as Nigel is?
Yeah, I've come to be, especially when there's bottles of wine. But one team that I don't think, they're the outside shot right now, don't sleep on Luton. Especially with the recent turnaround. What we saw from them against Leeds United today, when you're playing at their stadium, they're getting back to that old school football, and all you need is one weekend where you get the right bounce, you get the right goal, you get the right result at home. Then other teams don't get the results, and there's a bit of scrambling going on in the table.
Just to add to that, what I would say is this: in this campaign of the championship that we're seeing, when it gets to the last game of the season, there's going to be so much at stake. And I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for teams to go up or to stay up, and a lot of opportunities for teams to make it into the playoff as well. So this last game of the season is going to be absolutely bonkers.
All right. Quickly, before we go to break, who was the biggest loser on the day, in your opinion?
I would have to say Sheffield United, in my opinion. It was a great opportunity for Sheffield United to get top of the league and to really solidify and make a claim to it. And with the experience they've got on quality, I think that they're the ones who let themselves down the biggest today, Sheffield United.